What's up, Sooner fans? Welcome back to the Sooner Surge. Happy early signing day. The Sooners land another one. Signed, sealed, delivered. 3-star defensive lineman out of Edmond Santa Fe, Bergin Kysar. Hunter, OU is getting a guy who is, I think, strong is an understatement. This guy set the record in deadlift last year at 635 pounds. He played both sides of the ball, played a little offense as well, had 9 receptions, 200 yards. But if you look at his defensive stats, really good on the edge, which is where he's been recruited by Miguel Chavis to play. He also trained with Chief Christian Littlehead, which is, I guess you could say, correlates with some other guys that are going to be on campus at OU too. So just heard great things about training with Chief. So I think OU's got a good one here in 3-star Bergin Kysar.
Yeah, Bergin Kysar committing to OU as a PWO. He's not on scholarship. That's scholarship offers from a lot of places, including Oklahoma State. Like, that's a Power 4 program, a program that just went to the Big 12 championship. However, he wanted to play at OU that bad. Went to the Brent Venables football camp, got a PWO offer, told him they couldn't give him a scholarship, but they could. They really want him. He decided to commit that week. So big time get out of Edmond Santa Fe, really does it all for them. I watched him play against Norman North this year. He also punts. He can punt it really well. I don't know what it is about Miguel Chavis recruited defensive ends, edgemen, but man, they can also punt the football between him and Danny Okoye. Maybe it's something Chiefs teaching them as well. I don't know. I'm shocked that there's this many guys learning how to do it and doing it at a high level. As there was a few that he pinned within the 20 or pinned downfield 50-plus yard punts at times. So just on the defensive end, did a lot for them. Also played some tight end, like Jerm mentioned, caught a touchdown this year. Just a hard-working guy that knows doesn't have a scholarship, but he's one that you look at PWOs, every now and then they earn scholarships. Bergin Kysar's one, I think, that's going to earn a scholarship with the amount of work he will put in that edge room and just making the entire room better day in and day out at practice.
Yeah, that's one thing he definitely is going to bring. He's at 230 pounds, 6'4", 230. Clearly, he's going to put on some weight to play edge in the SEC. But I think he will put on the weight. We mentioned that he's also been in weightlifting as far as competition, competitive lifting. That bodes well for him. The other thing is you talk, Hunter, about Edmond Santa Fe. Really the up and coming that they were. A lot had to do with some of these guys that are going to OU. You had Isosa that's going there. You have right here Bergin Kysar. But really, also you had the Naval Academy, Air Force, Army were all on his list. So if that doesn't tell you a little bit about him, I don't know what else would.
Yeah, he had all the military schools, also had Tulsa, UNLV, Sam Houston. I mentioned Oklahoma State earlier. Like, those are good offers. Those are really good offers. And the fact that OU was able to get them as a PWO speaks volumes of what they're expecting from Bergin Kysar to see him at that camp. There was quite a few offers handed out at that camp, but there was a lot of kids there. A lot of high school kids at that camp. A lot of guys like Bergin going in. Andy Bass was another one that went in without an offer, left with one. A lot of guys put on display, putting in work, trying to convince the coaching staff that they're worthy of an Oklahoma offer. And he didn't get the full offer. But again, like I said, like that PWO offer that he got, that's a big time deal. And the fact that it was enough to get him to accept, it just speaks volumes to the type of player Bergin Kysar is. Like, to know that he's going to have to continue to put in that work to get onto the field, that nothing's promised for him at Oklahoma, even though he had these other schools promising him a full scholarship, probably promising him playing time. Like, I'd be shocked if he wasn't an immediate player at like Oklahoma State or at Tulsa, UNLV, because you watch him, just has that natural instinct on the football field, he's one of those guys when you watch him play, it's like, yeah, that's one that's going to go play big time college football. And the fact that Oklahoma gets them with the likes of, I mean, they have Danny Okoye, they have this defensive line class is the best they've probably ever had. And he's not officially included in those rankings because of the PWO status, but it's just another big time get for the Sooners.
Yeah, and he's been on campus multiple times for many different events, so it's in his blood, I guess you could say. But you know, this day and age, Hunter, PWOs is different than it was 5-10 years ago with NIL in place. I don't think OU would be able to land. I think it's changed the game a little bit where OU can land some PWOs, get them on campus, and they're going to have a shot to play. I mean, we've seen other walk-ons that have played at OU, the likes of Drake Stoops, Tolly Walker, and many more. But the point is, there's still ways these guys can be compensated and go to a university like this instead of going somewhere maybe that they didn't really want to go. And Kaiser loves the University of Oklahoma. Trace Ford also, you know, was kind of involved on this recruitment, I think, as well, and played a little bit of a role as far as just communicating to him and things like that. I think, anyway, at least from what I've read. I don't know if that's true to that extent, Hunter, but you may be able to elaborate on that.
Yeah, Trace Ford's also from Edmond Santa Fe, a guy that now is at Oklahoma. Kind of the similar situation. Gets the Oklahoma State offer, not an Oklahoma offer, goes to Oklahoma State, which, again, a little different there. But, I mean, he went to Oklahoma State. He played there for a few years. Now at Oklahoma, I think it was kind of helpful for him to be able to tell him, okay, like, this is what you're going to want to do. Like, I was in that same situation, wanting that full Oklahoma offer, didn't get it, but went to Oklahoma State. Now it's a full circle moment. You're back at OU. You're at OU with the full offer. So I think just to be able to tell him that if he puts in the work, it's all going to work out. And again, on the year had 10 sacks. Like, that's a lot for high school football. They're only playing, I think they played 11 games, maybe 12. I believe they got bounced in the first round of the playoffs. So 10 sacks, that's almost a sack per game. Also had 11 tackles for loss, 38 solo tackles, 61 total tackles on the year. Again, if you watched any Edmond Santa Fe this year, you heard the name a lot, a whole lot. It was said over the PA system pretty much every other play. He was there making plays, or if he wasn't making plays, you're seeing him drawing double teams or stuff like that. I also saw him moving inside at times against Norman North. Like, he's only 230 pounds moving inside because that's what they needed. Teams were trying to get him out of the play as much as possible. And he would embrace that because he knows that that's making someone else set up for success to get a big positive play for the defense, a tackle for loss, a sack, stuff, a run, a gap, anything like that.
Yeah, and Bergin Kysar is a Sooner. He has signed. Congrats to Bergin Kysar. Excited to have him as part of the OU Sooner football team. Thanks for watching our videos. As always, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so. Turn on your notifications. Till next time, Boomer.